Yeah, I didn't say the lyric. Good catch. Yeah, you can just say it. Say the lyric. You can put that in. Say the lyric. Okay, can you say it again? Yeah. Came out my mama and I was covered in lighter fluid. Think I could walk on water since I saw Messiah do it. Yeah, basically, like, everyone thinks they hot until you put the fire to them. So it's like, you know, everybody kind of thinks that, you know, they're the one. Like, we all have this pride in us, this ego in us that is like, I'm the one, I'm him, I'm her, I can handle whatever comes my way. But until you're tested, until trials really come, until situations really come that kind of test you and test your faith or your convictions, then you don't really know like what you're made of. But lighter fluid explores people who have not only are thrown into the fire, but are covered in a proverbial lighter fluid, like they have the odds against them. And I think that everybody has situations where they feel like the odds were stacked against them. So it's like, not only am I thrown into the fire, but I'm covered in lighter fluid. So I'm saying I came out my mama and I was covered in lighter fluid. Think I could walk on water since I saw Messiah do it. So it's like, even though the odds are against me, I see in Jesus that he has conquered the world. And like Peter, I'm looking at him, I'm like, I see that he's doing it. I see he's walking on the water. I want to walk to him. Think I could walk on water since I saw Messiah do it. So it's that thought of like, because of the Savior, I think I can do it too. I might have blew my mind if I didn't title what JIREH'S doing. I saw the fire column in the sky and I'm flying to it. Basically, this part of the verse is discussing depression, dark moments where it's like, if I didn't have hope to hold on to, if I didn't have something bigger than me, a bigger story to hold on to, then I wouldn't even have felt that life was worth living at times. So I might have blew my mind if I didn't title what JIREH'S doing, title that bigger story. I saw the fire column in the sky and I'm flying to it, which is imagery of the Israelites being led by cloud by day and fire at night. I saw the fire column in the sky and I'm flying to it. Like, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm holding on to. And now I'm following behind that. And that's kind of what that's what keeps me going. I think you wash your hands if you really saw Pilate do it. I know depression feel like Goliath when fighting through it. Yeah, at best, we would wash our hands of Jesus like Pilate did. So I'm just helping people see, like, if we were actually in that position, like, it's easy to judge Pilate or even judge like the Jews for crucifying Jesus. But it's like, if we were in that position and we saw Pilate wash his hands, I think we would agree with him. I think we would be right in there with his mentality of like, oh, I mean, I got nothing to do with this man. Y'all see to it yourself. That's at best what we would be. And that kind of sets the whole song up too, because it's like, I know depression feel like Goliath when fighting through it. I feel like the answer to all of these struggles discussed through the song is the love found in the Messiah. But because we've kind of washed our hands of him, it makes it that much tougher to get back to that place. I know depression feels like Goliath when fighting through it. I know it feels like this insurmountable giant, but we know what happened to Goliath as well. So it's like fighting back to get ourselves in that space where we can experience and accept the love of the Messiah. You're not a gremlin because you could order a higher gun. If you offended and grab a sword, then you'll die from one. Yeah, man, a lot of rappers think that it's cool to talk about putting hits on people. Like that makes them hard or something. They pay for somebody to die. They think that's dope. I think it makes them a gremlin. And I'm just, you know, you're not a gremlin because you could order a higher gun. If you offended and grab a sword, then you'll die from one. You know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. It's like all this messaging going out of like violence, and violence begets violence. Like, we see so many rappers being killed by the same mentality that they promote in their songs. And while I can like empathize with kind of being a product of your environment, at some point it's just like you're glorifying the same thing that is taking you from your people. And when does the cycle stop? So it's just like, yeah, if you offended and grab a sword, then you'll die from one. Say the lyric.